Welcome. So on today's video, I'll be walking you through some of my favorite websites to do grocery shopping online in Portugal. So these are websites I've tried myself while in Portugal, and I got the goods delivered to my home here in Alentejo without trouble. And when occasionally there was one or another product that didn't survive the shipping, these companies had a good alternative for me. So let's walk through those shops where you can get a lot of fantastic gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, whatever is your type of food restrictions, you can find in these stores what you need. And obviously, for the end, I have to talk as well about wine. So let's jump into it. The first one I wanted to present to you, the first website I wanted to show you is this website called koroshop.pt. So this company is originally from Germany, but they started making their products available as well for Portugal. And what I love about this shop is that you can buy in bulk. You can buy large quantities of the products you want and get them shipped directly in your home. The second one is that they have a lot of options for vegetarian and vegan diets, and as well they have my ultimate favor that I miss a lot from US, which is maple syrup and all kinds of lovely almond butters. So let's start taking a look at this website and show you what I'm talking about. So here on the first page, you can see already a lot of the segments they have. So lots of vegan, lots of really tasty things, a lot of butters, a lot of bulk items. You can go into these and find a lot of the products you like. I'm going to show you some of the things that I buy here that I've tried and I totally approve. One of them is almond butter. Quite particular about that, like one specific texture and flavor. And this is by far the brand that has delivered consistently every time I buy from them is the best almond butter. Creamy, without chunks, super tasty and fantastic to make almond milk in a rush. When you need, you just drop 1 spoon on your blender and a couple of cups of water, and there you go, you have almond milk. So it's absolutely fantastic. And you can see here, so I've gotten this one and it's really good. And I have to say, this is a fantastic price for 500 grams. It's actually the cheapest I've found online. And it's really tasty. It's super fantastic. This one is also amazing. If you like almond butter like myself and you like almond milk, this makes a lovely almond milk. And here you can actually go even bigger. If you want a whole bucket of it, you can get like 5 kilos, and that's pretty amazing. So here you have a lot of options. You can get this delivered in bulk. And by the way, this gets shipped pretty, how can I say, eco-friendly, reusable boxes that they're doing, and everything wrapped in paper and carton. So they do a lot of effort of not using plastic, and I truly appreciate that. So amazing almond butters. Come here and take a look. They have a huge selection. Next is tahini. Tahini also kind of butter-like. They have fantastic flavors. This one with chocolate is pretty good. It disappeared in 1 week. Is that good? And again, you have plenty of them, and you have bio. Here in Portugal, when you're searching for organic, you need to look for the word bio. That's mainly what folks use here in Europe. And this is the little icon, that green leaf on top. That's really the icon for bio organic products when you're searching for them in Europe. And yeah, you can see here, you can get all these bulk items as well. So it's pretty fantastic. Let's see other products. So if you like pasta and you're gluten-free, they have many options. They have hemp pasta, they have green lentils pasta, they have a whole bunch of options. And they have massive loads. I mean, this is 13 euros and you get 2 kilos of pasta. It's a pretty good deal. I've tried as well this buckwheat and this one, and they're pretty tasty. They're pretty good. So far, this one is the one I've tried as well. It's fantastic. If you want to have gluten-free and cut down some carbs, that's definitely a really good option. They have other products as tomato sauce. I've tried it as well and I found it pretty decent as well. So you can come here and just spend a lot of time searching and finding fantastic products. And the lovely thing is that you pay a really good price for bulk. And as well, on the gluten-free area, the konjac fettuccine, I've tried it as well, is very good as well. So you can I've spent a lot of time on this website because they have some pretty amazing products at really good prices. Next, if you're a baker as myself and you like to bake mainly gluten-free foods, here you have a lot of alternative flours. I come here mainly for the almond flour, and specifically I come here for this flour, the ground almond. This is a really good price. When I came to Portugal, one of the biggest, well, it's normal. There's difference in prices, and almond flour is quite expensive. So this is my to-go place, Coro, to ship some amazing ground almond flour that I can use for gluten-free baking. So plenty and plenty of lovely products, and they have so many other things. I haven't tried any of them, so I cannot really vouch for them, but people talk very highly about their snacks, about the dry foods. If you're a fan of the dried mango from Trader Joe's, you're probably going to appreciate that they have that as well here. So lots of things you can browse and search and try. I mean, this page by itself is just delicious. I mean, just look at this. Raspberries, chocolate everywhere, premium dates, and these are pretty good looking as well. Dates are a little bit on the pricey end. So this is a great place to find and buy bulk items, and that's what I do. I don't remember about their free shipping. I think you need to hit a maximum, maybe it's 100 euros or something to get free shipping with them. The delivery is pretty good. I got everything arrived on time. There was one item in one of my parcels that was broken, so it was leaking, and I contacted them by email, and they immediately asked me, do you want the item or you want a refund? And it worked pretty well. So their customer support also is very responsible, which is good. When you're buying online, that's one of the things that you definitely appreciate, is that when something goes wrong, you can have someone on the other side that's gonna help you. And the other thing I like about them is that you can leverage PayPal. So guess what? You can pay for this in dollars. And dollar right now, it's looking pretty good against the euro. So you can use PayPal with your American credit card or another country credit card and buy those items. So Coro, overall, fantastic brand, really responsive, really good products. They try to reduce their footprint, recycle and reuse, avoid plastic. And here's some of the favorite, the marvelous maple syrup as well. A fantastic one to consider. So let's check the next one. Present to you. This one, if I'm not wrong, is actually Portuguese. It's called ishwari. I hope I'm pronouncing this right and not butchering their name. They're really strong on supplements, on super foods like maca powder, cacao powder, spirulina. They have a lot of really good line of healthy and superfood items. So I've bought from them as well and was pretty happy with what I got. They also have supplements, and this is actually a brand you can find in US, so it's something you're familiar with, and you can find some of the same supplements here. Here I mainly come for some superfood items. So these ones that now memory is failing me on how we say this in English. Hemp seeds? Yeah, that's hemp seeds, exactly. So you can find these very specific items like psyllium husk if you like to bake gluten-free, turmeric, so very specific items. Maca powder you can find here, coconut sugar you can also find, and they have many others. They also have almond butters, but I'm particular about it, and I actually love better the Coro ones than these ones. They are pretty decent, but it's just the Coro ones, they just have that texture that you love. Acai powder, they have a whole bunch of really good products. Also, if you're into proteins and supplements for exercising. They have like a huge line. I haven't tried any of it, but so far the reviews online have been extremely positive. So you have a lot of items here that you can find as well in ishwari. And the good thing about them is if you subscribe to this new newsletter, very often they have 20 off and a lot of promotions. You can buy things and try new products at a discount. So that's absolutely lovely. So another website to explore and find products. So let's jump into the next one. Website I wanted to share is Silero. You've probably came across it if you've been in Portugal in the main cities. They have actual physical stores, so you can find them in almost every city in Portugal. I would say major city, you can find a physical store of them. And I would call them something very similar to Whole Foods, but let's say not as big as Whole Foods. I mean, it's a smaller store that you find in malls and so on. And here you can find everything. Like in Whole Foods, you can find everything you need. You can find stable food that's stable. You can find fresh food, frozen food. You can find cosmetic, supplements, everything else you can find here. And I normally come here when I need a couple of items that I can't find in the other ones. Let's say some examples is sauerkraut, fermented foods, or some types of tofus that I don't have access when I'm in Alentejo. I come here to get them. Those are some of the products that I've gotten. Another ones that I come here to get is supplements. So I come here a lot to get supplements for the kids when needed, or any other things like that. You can find pretty much a huge collection of supplements here. I've gotten the turmeric pills from this brand that's also in the US, pretty good as well. I have also gotten some cosmetics from here because they have with less chemicals and not tested in animals, so overall really good. A call out about them is they are a little bit pricier, but not like insanely pricier. You'll notice that maybe some of these products you can find cheaper in other stores, but I appreciate the convenience that I'm not in a major city. I'm in Alentejo when I'm in Portugal, so I can shop on them. They get it delivered to my door pretty quickly. Again, everything is wrapped very diligently in paper. They try to avoid using plastic. I appreciate that. They always throw in some samples, which is nice to try new products. And overall, it's been very satisfying with them. Customer support also very responsive. So overall, a good experience with them. It had to be, because this is about online shopping and healthy foods. I had to talk about my absolute favorite brand of kombucha in Portugal. So if you're not familiar with kombucha is green tea or black tea that is fermented, and it has all these good bacteria for your stomach. It's a healthy drink, it's sparkling. When you're missing that soda, you can have some kombucha. And when I was in US, when we are in US, we absolutely love the GT brand of kombucha, but they are not here in Portugal or in Europe that I know of. And I found this amazing company called Capitan kombucha that is based out of Portugal, and actually one of their factories is in Alentejo, which I hope one day I get to visit. By the way, I have to say, none of these websites I'm showing here, they have not sponsored me. I'm just honestly love their websites, love their products, so I'm recommending them. No plugs, no sponsorship, no nothing behind it, just appreciation of good products and good customer service. And here on the kombucha, this is by far the tastiest kombucha I had. I really, really like it. I'm a super fan of the original flavor. This one, that's the blue one. It's absolutely good. It's fantastic. And the ginger one it's really good. And you'll see there's a little video rolling where I show you my stash of kombuchas from the last vacation here in Portugal, and it's massive. We definitely appreciate some good kombucha. Plus, you can also mix it with spirits. If that's your thing, you can do it with spirits, and also very tasty. Something I appreciate as well about this brand is that they created a new product. the Hello Mighty Farmer, that if you're a lover of fermenter foods, they now have sauerkraut and kimchi, which I've tried as well, and they're really, really good. Spicy kimchi is pretty good. I've been in Korea and I've tried the real thing, and I can attest it is pretty decent. Overall, these brands as well, if you subscribe to this newsletter, they have all the time promotion, so you can get good deals all the time, but fantastic product as well. I had to talk about, especially if you're vegan and you miss cheese, is this brand called Mocca. They have amazing vegan cheeses. I've tried it when I was in Portugal on holidays. I actually have them delivered to Alentejo, and they came in a, let's call it, freezer van, so they were at good temperature. I took them off, put them immediately in the freezer and the fridge, and they are absolutely fantastic. I've tried all of them. My favorite is cajuberto. Such a rich flavor, but this creamy smoked cheese, it's also amazing. So this is a tip if you like vegan cheeses. This is a fantastic brand. Also a brand that's trying to be as sustainable as possible, trying to reuse reusable materials, everything packaged in glass or in paper. So that's also appreciated. So last but not least, thank you if you stayed all the way to the end of this video so we can talk about wine. And in Portugal, you know, wine is pretty good and also has some fantastic prices. But sometimes you go to a restaurant, you find that amazing wine, you take the name out, and then you go to the supermarket and you cannot find it because there's so many options. It's like looking through a maze to find that specific wine. That's where Portugal Wines comes to play. So this is how I found the company. I had gone to a restaurant and I tried a fantastic green wine, spumante, kind of like bubbly green wine, and I couldn't find it in any of the supermarkets near where I was staying. So I went on a quest online and I found this brand, and I was able to find that amazing wine, just caseirinho. Let me show you. Here he is. If you like green wine with bubbles, this is absolutely amazing wine, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I searched online and I found this brand, Portugal Vineyards, and I ordered from them, and I thought, well, what's the worst that can happen? I don't get my bottles, I lose $50. Okay, I'll just try it. So I ordered quite a lot of bottles from this brand just to give to friends and just enjoy it with friends. And they came intact, they came amazingly packaged in a box with the special divisions, extra packaging, all in carton box, and you'll see here on the video, pretty decent. And as well, they have amazing prices. This is a pretty decent price. I paid in the restaurant for this bottle around 12 euros, but again, it's a restaurant, so you kind of obviously pay more for wine there, but still it is a pretty decent price. And the good thing I liked about them is that I made my order and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, I want to add something else into my order that I already have free shipping. And I contacted them by email and they told me, no problem, I've added it, you just need to pay for the item remaining. And that was what I did, and I got everything. And again, the thing that I like, PayPal. PayPal means that you can use your cards from your country of origin. If you're in the US, you can use your US cards and pay in dollars. So it's just a fantastic option. When you're trying wines in Portugal, you take notes of those names and then you're like, oh man, how I'm gonna find this wine again? So Portugal Vineyards, they've delivered, customer support top notch, very responsive. Again, I'm not being sponsored by any of these brands. I totally really like them, honestly, use my own money and really enjoy the experience and the products. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this was helpful to give you an idea of the prices and what you can get delivered to your door, and if you can find, and as you can find your favorite products, you have them as well in Portugal. Let us know what are your questions. Let me know if you would like to see more of these kind of videos where I explore where you can do purchases online and get things delivered to your home, or walk you through special different types of websites. Here I focus on grocery shopping, but I'm open for suggestions. Thank you very much for watching.